right, we are back.
We got a nice little bang banger going on right now.
Round number 2. Kyle Ashmore versus Jonathan Sampson.
Jonathan won the $10,000 10-ball pot a few weeks ago. This guy's got a massive break. And, you know, I think when he first started coming around, I had to spot this guy games.
He's been playing a ton over the last year.
You know,
yeah, he's here every day.
Like 620, and now he's a 680.
Mm-hmm.
And great breaker, and just a solid all-around player. But I tell you, he's playing Kyle Ashmore. And Kyle, you know, he's just one of those guys. You don't think a whole lot, and he'll just run over you. Emotionless guy.
Yeah, Kyle can play.
He's been around a long time, and you never can get a beat on him. You don't know if he's upset. You don't know if he's happy. He's got great poker face. So we're in for a good treat here again tonight for match number 2 of the Barry Hooey 6th annual one-time tournament memorial here. So first match was a good warm-up match, but now, you know, we're kind of getting a little bit deeper. So does that mean the next match is going to be like a 700 player?
Maybe. Could be.
We have no control over who ends up on the stream.
We are using digital pool for the bracket, so if you are watching and you want to comment with the bracket, I can pin it. But we're using our devices here to monitor the chat. We are monitoring both the Facebook and the YouTube chats.
So feel free, let us know how we sound, if our volume is up to par.
Ask us some questions, keep us talking so that we don't go on these tangents.
That's right. We went on a little, I saw Martin on my way out, and I told him, like, I guess apparently he was, he just got back from a trip today.
Oh.
I can't remember where he suggested, somewhere south.
Okay.
Yeah, he's in the
Like
States.
over the border south?
That's right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he just got back today, so he's feeling a little bit tired. But you know what? Anytime you're on the stream and you're done your match and anyone comments on it, you're always a little insecure.
A little antsy.
But I told him, I said, yeah, we missed the game. So we had kind of a little laugh about that. But, yeah.
We'll try and stay with it.
That's right. So Kyle's up here, about to make something happen here. Could go for the aggressive shot. I think the side pocket was the wrong shot here, so we may see him go straight down to the corner because it's the easiest way to get onto the 2-ball.
Looks pretty straight on that one, but
right.
it's pretty tempting. It's so close over that side pocket.
You know, and I wouldn't be surprised if he tries to, like, maybe play a safety here, you know. So say you play the bank side, but all you're doing is you're going to get that 1 ball to this side of the table, then you get the cue ball back up table.
He rolled it.
He rolled it, so he must have more of this 2 than I thought.
Play safety on the 2-ball. Just a little bump. Maybe use the 4-8 as a
7-ball
shield. Oh, 7-ball. Yeah, you're right.
Oh, I think it
Leaked
out
out
a little bit.
Yeah.
So.
Good evening, Brian Harder. Thanks for tuning in. Jonathan on Facebook, welcome. Give us a little bit of love, guys, and share the stream. We would appreciate it. We have a monster field this year for this tournament. 96 players, 14 players over 700, 22 players over 680. So we are going to see some great matchups as we get deeper.
Even if you look at, like, say, Jonathan Sampson here is at 680, and then you got Kyle Ashmore at 656. I mean, I don't think there's a whole lot separating these two. Both guys, you know, if you give them that inch, they're taking it. You know, I was actually surprised that Sampson missed the 2 in the side, but Kyle says, well, let me show you how to make it.
Good jump there.
So does Kyle play the safety here where he kind of just shoots the 3-ball between the 4-8 and rolls up on the 4-ball, or does he go for the aggressive combo?
I like the combo myself, but there's a reason why I'm this side of the camera.
Yeah, so we did play the safety. Yeah.
That was a smarter shot. I don't even know what I'm talking about.
You know, honestly, the combo's there. It just depends on how aggressive you feel.
How confident.
That's right. So if you notice, like the last match, both guys were a little uncomfortable when they started the match. These two guys are kind of coming out. They're used to this pressure, And there's an honest Ed right there. Calls his own foul. You gotta love that about certain players. They don't care. You fouled, and doesn't matter if your opponent didn't see it or not. You saw it. And both guys, honestly, would call fouls on each other. As you just saw, Jonathan did that
For
on
sure.
himself. And so we could see that Kyle here has got a great opportunity to take game one. I couldn't even pick a favorite in this match. I think what it's going to come down to is he's going to jack up on this a little bit so he can get that little bit of the spin, come off that right rail with a little extra spin. He's probably going to stay below the side pocket, but just put a little too much juice on that 5-ball. And sometimes you get that carbon power. Is he going to try to make the 9-ball here? Look at this.
Wow. Great shot there.
It was like a last-minute decision. Did you see that? He was looking at about to jack up, and then he kind of looked at the 9-ball saying, well, you know what? I think I can make
Might
this
as well
too.
do the two-way.
So great start here with Kyle Ashmore taking game one.
Early 9-ball. Oh, cue ball says that our voice volume is a little bit low. Let's try and jack that up a little bit.
I think that sounds a little bit better when I heard that turn up a little bit.
Yeah.
But I had to switch ears this time because, oh my.
Was I yelling in the other one?
Well, it's just when that constant noise going in one ear.
Are you calling me constant noise? Did you just call me constant noise?
No.
That was rude.
Not like your voice, but then there's like you can hear the pool in the background.
Right. Your feet are going really fast, really fast. Back pedal, the back pedal. It's all right. I'm used to it. It's fine. It's fine.
All right. Well, it's a nice try with the one in the side here.
Is it a dry break? It is a dry break.
That is a dry break by Mr. Ashmore. And it's very weird that you wouldn't make the wing ball with a break like that. So he must have had a lot of spin on that and threw that corner, the wing ball out.
Yeah, I think if I remember, I think the one ball just hit below the side pocket.
So let's see here. I think the only problem that Jonathan may have on this rack is if he can get from the 2 to the 3, I think he's out. Oh, we may have another early game.
9.
Oh, wow. How about we don't even worry about the 3-ball here?
We're off to a speedy start. 2 early 9s.
Yep.
As we mentioned, the draw is live on Digital Pool. If you guys want to have a peek, just put in 6th annual or leather pocket. It should pop right up under tournaments at the top there. If somebody could comment with the draw, I will pin it for us. But we're using our devices here to follow along with the chat.
And if you're on Facebook, you could just go to Leather Pocket site or Calgary Pool Scene site, and it's been shared there. And maybe other places as well. Great picture here going up on here.
This is our Captain Calgary right here, Barry Hooey in the hat. This is, I believe this was his birthday, the last birthday at Hidden Spot, and we were streaming there.
Yeah.
That was a good time.
Always good times there. You know, the Hidden Spot's throwing on some really good tournaments. But, it's like a lot of tournaments they have are, they're like parties. Do you know?
Yeah, they are. Oh, there we go. Thank you, James. Thanks, Joey.
And I think it's because, they have the setup for not just the pool hall, like they're set up for other things, which makes this tournament over there a little bit more of a party. Leather Pocket, there's a couple seats here and there, it's just,
I'll tell you, this place is packed tonight.
It is. I had to park on the street. I didn't even bother coming into parking lot.
I actually lucked out. I pulled in, came in a few cars, realized that there was somebody backing out from the top of the
Oh,
hill,
wow.
so I had to back out. And as I was pulled out and kind of was backing in, a couple of guys came out, and I got
Nice.
scooped their parking spot. So that was,
So
I
he's
was
in a
lucky.
situation here where it looks like he's trying to bank this one down table and hook him behind that 8-ball. But I think he was super worried about where, like, if that spin just doesn't grab, he could scratch.
I think he got him anyway. I think he's behind the edge of that 8.
From our point of view, it looks like he is hooked. Might be maybe a touch of masse to make this ball.
I feel like if he had a clean shot at that 1 ball, he'd be down on it already, I think.
Mm-hmm. Oh, is he going with the Z shot here? Oh, no, he's just trying to tie up some balls. So he was trying to get the 7 so it doesn't go into the corner pockets. So smart play by Jonathan. However, I'm not sure. Maybe that combo might not be much of an issue. And where that 6 is located, I think he can get onto the bottom side of that 7 ball. So decisions are meant to be made. Kyle Ashmore can shoot that 1 ball up towards the 8 ball, like 1 rail into the 8 ball, and hook him behind the 3 ball, and then he has a chance for a 3 hook foul. Or he just goes for the run out.
3 foul rule is in effect, so that would not surprise me at all. Aaron Arganoza is playing in the tournament. He says best tournament. It is definitely the best crowd, for sure. There's 96 people out there waiting to play.
Yeah. Yeah, this is definitely going to be a good match. I can't really pick a winner.
Yeah, Peter says that he thinks Samson is a sleeper.
I think everyone knows who Samson is by now.
He's been playing a ton. He's
That's
here
right.
every day. He's put so much time into his game, and it shows. Like, I think that his Fargo has jumped up like 60 plus points
Easy.
in the last
Easy.
year. Yeah.
Yeah, easy. You know, Kyle is just one of those guys that, you just know he's been around a long time, and when you play him, you understand, like,
He is experienced.
This guy can play. I've been playing against Kyle for 15 years.
Yeah, he's a great shooter.
And he's never faltered from his style, you know? He's always
Steady
been
Eddie.
Steady. See if he gets, he went a little too far, but he just a little check siding, and I still think he can get below the 7. But yeah, he wanted to stay above that 6 ball here. So he's going for the combo.
Gonna take the combo. Yeah, they're fairly close together. I mean, it's not a gimme, but not the hardest of combos. Still got to hit it right though.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if you take your eye off that, you can miss it. And he did get a little fortunate here with the miss, but I think he's going to be welded up behind that 8 ball here. Oh, so he went for the safety, but did he scratch?
No, I think he's good. He's good. He's.
Look at this.
Oh, I thought he was gonna hit just.
You know,
the
it's
rail.
funny. Like, both guys are making little mistakes, and like Samson fluked that 9 ball, and these are 2 good players. So, these when it gets down to the nitty gritty. Oh, did he scratch? Oh my. Look
Oh
at
my
this.
gosh.
These are good players. And there's some funny things going on in this match here.
Well, I mean, to be fair, this is only the second match of the tournament, the first time at the table for these guys. There was definitely not any tables to practice on earlier on. Everything is taken up, so still working out the kinks. It's all right.
Just like the last match, anytime you're in the tournament, you're always going to have that pressure of being in the tournament. But now you're on the stream, so now you're going to have to add on the stream pressure. And I can tell you, I've watched these guys play not on a stream, and I've seen these guys play on a stream, and they're 2 different players, and a lot of people are like that. Now, some people handle it a little bit better, and I think these 2 guys are the guys that will handle the stream a little bit better. But definitely these first 3 games have been a little interesting. Fluking 9 balls, scratching on the 8 ball. This is mistakes that you don't see these 2 guys make very often.
A little bit of teamwork here to get rid of the rack.
Yeah. You know, even
Both these guys, though, gentlemen of the game,
Oh,
because these
100%.
guys have high etiquette. at the table.
100%. And I can't pick a favorite in this match, you know. I think in a way Jonathan has a slight edge, do you know?
Yeah, I think on paper, I think Jonathan has a little bit of an edge on Kyle, but only because I know that, and I
He
don't know
plays
for
here
sure.
every day.
Jonathan is here every day playing on the 9-foot. I don't know how often Kyle plays on the 9-foot. I know that he plays a lot of box.
Well, he plays a
And
lot of
he's
9-foot.
and
When I
he
first
does
met
play a
him,
lot of
he
9-foot,
played-
but I don't think
yeah.
that he plays as much as Jonathan.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, he's just Kyle's a good player. See, in that one there, that was just a long, soft stroke with some inside siding, so that kind of like veered off a touch for him.
So what are you doing here to get on the 2?
He might be able to just like kind of punch that past the 4 ball
Hit the window between the
and
4
go
and the
in
3.
between and just come right where that 6 ball is.
There you
You
go.
might get a little friendly bump just like that. And so same thing here. You just go up table with a little outside on there, and then you play this 3 in the bottom right-hand corner. But you just really watch your weight in this one. If he can get somewhat straight, then he could roll forward for the 4 ball. But if he has this angle here, you know, we look like we may see a safety here. He might just stun that and go 2 rails, unless he can like.
Can you go into the 4, bump it out?
Go
That's
1
risky.
rail back. Yeah, so he had enough angle to just get down to that 4.
Does the 4 go?
But you know, the thing I don't really is where the 5 ball. Do you know? I don't think that 5 ball really has a home.
5-9?
I don't know if that's
Is it
on.
off? No.
Yeah, it looks like it's hitting below like the bottom rail, or else he would have jumped on it. So right now he's looking at going 1 rail into the 6. And if he
know
does
if that
hit
4 ball
this,
goes. Does the 4 ball go
the 4
even?
ball goes, yeah.
Does it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're
So
right.
I was going to say, when he gets that, it's going to split nice, and he'll have the 5 straight
That was a
up.
nice shot. Good breakout there.
And you know what? Like, that shot is, like, you can hit that off a little bit. You can slide that 6, and now you're hooked on the 6, right? So, really nice shot by Jonathan here. And he's looking to go up 3-1 here on Kyle.
A couple of small missteps by Kyle. This could definitely be a neck and neck, back and forth kind of match.
Yeah, like, technically this would have been, ooh, does he end up a little straight on this 7? This looks like he's got enough angle here.
I think he's got a little bit. Put a little draw on this. Come off that bottom rail.
Mm-hmm. And this is one of those punch shots. Like, you don't hit that smooth. You got to punch it off that rail. Or else you just slide it into, like, that bottom rail and you stay down table.
Just draw it back a little bit.
Yeah, you don't have to do a whole lot with this cue ball. I think if he would have drawn back, like, another foot, it would have been a lot easier. So, you know, shot like this is missable, but I think he makes it.
He does. He's been playing a ton.
Yeah, he was just playing a guy the other day for a few bills.
A few bills.
Yeah.
Always some good action matches here.
Mm-hmm. A little
Oh,
one-time jersey.
This is Barry's Flames jersey.
If you look
We
down
had,
below, you can see the pool stick he plays with.
Yeah, that's right. His cue is in there, and his Coors Light, that is his beer, in the frame.
Mm-hmm.
The guys always take the jersey with them to big events.
Yeah, this is us playing in the finals of 2019.
Not forgotten,
Yeah.
Captain Calgary.
Look at that good-looking guy there on the left.
Here's Barry with Bev and Joe. Joanne is one of the pool hall owners for the Hidden Spot. Plays on the Pro Tour. Her and Dave have a great room, the Hidden Spot, just a few minutes away from here.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice and close.
Yeah, one day I'd like to see a tournament ran by both pool halls.
It's tough. It's tough to coordinate that. Just like, you know, you're splitting brackets and then asking the players to travel. We'd have to figure that out
Yeah,
logistically.
yeah. I mean, it's literally like a 7-minute drive from here, just straight down the street.
Yeah. Barry with his sisters.
This is his daughter and this one here.
There's his daughter. Chantel. This is the 6th annual Barry Hooey one-time event.
And watch how clean he hits his break. See if he can control that cue ball for the one goes.
There it goes.
So he did make the one in the side, but the two ball seems to be coming down table, so he has a chance
It's got a shot on it
on
here.
the two, yeah, and the three isn't really that hard to get onto, so. And he just won the $10,000 pot a few Sundays ago.
That's right. If you guys are in the area, Leather Pocket has some great weekly events, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and every Sunday there is a $10,000 10-ball pot that you can play to win.
No, I don't think we've ever used both pool halls for a tournament. I think recently, like we got the same type of tables now.
No, there was an event that we played. I can't remember which one it was though. There was an event that we did half at Hidden Spot, half at Leather Pocket,
Was that the
and then the final day was over at Hidden Spot.
the Huntington?
Yes, it was the Huntington's disease
Yeah.
fundraiser tournament.
Nice little shot here to get onto the 5-ball here for Jonathan. Nice little two-railer to get down for the 6 here. So he's gonna have to watch his weight here because he doesn't have tons of room for this. You know, if he ends up staying below the 9-ball, then he's got to make sure that he's off the rail so he can get onto the 8. So
Nice little
smart
draw
play.
there.
I was gonna say the smart play is to go above it, middle table. So now it's easier to get onto the 8-ball. So I think a lot of guys would have just stunned that and taken the thin cut on the 7, but a little bit tougher to get onto the 8-ball.
Nice one rail. Hit that window perfect. Just roll up a few inches for the 9.
You know, and we come back to, you know, Kyle scratching in the side pocket on the 8-ball.
Yep, that was a gift.
Yeah, that was very unexpected.
That was a gift by Kyle.
And, you know, Jonathan did fluke that 9-ball in game 2, but, you know, that happens, you know, but I never expected Kyle to scratch in the side pocket.
No, on the 8-ball.
But if you look at Kyle's face, he just looks the same. This guy should be playing poker.
He is very, very poker-faced.
Yeah.
Give a shout out here to Nick's Q Innovation. He has his own little corner set up in the room now. If you guys are in the area and need some Q maintenance done, this guy is the best.
I think after the tournament, we're going to switch my tip over. I was already talking to him about it, and he says, yeah, I got a shop just right over here by the bar box, and swing on by, and we'll make it happen.
Yeah, he can fix things I never thought would be fixable. He has so much love for the sport and the players. Like his prices are super affordable, and his work is bar none.
Yeah, and I always said, you know, there's a lot of cue makers out there, and a lot of people that they're cue mechanics, I guess you can call them. And sometimes people get a bad reputation. And I think one of the big things is that sometimes the guys, they might care about certain people a little bit more than others, right? And with Nick just cares about everyone.
Yeah, he takes so much pride in his work.
That's right.
You know, and he's just so knowledgeable. So in the Calgary area, you can just pop into Leather Pocket. He's here. If you are outside of the Calgary area, he does a lot of maintenance work via shipping. So you can ship him your cue. He'll ship it right back. It's like normally it's within a week you have it back. So he's super quick.
And we may have a short little game here. Kyle's going to play this 2 in the corner, and he'll hold it for the 3-5-9 combination.
Looks like if these guys keep this up, this is going to be like a 13-minute match.
Oh, he hit this a little hard. But he still has the carom.
The carom,
so I
yeah.
still think this shot is on. And I think the percentage of him making this are high.
He's looking at it, looking at it. It's definitely tougher than if you had ended up center table.
Yeah, like
This
if
is
he's
1,000
above
times
the
easier.
3 ball,
Yeah.
it's tic-tac-toe.
Because it looks like he's almost got to back cut that 5.
He has to back cut the 5. You're correct on that one. So, I mean, honestly, he had an opportunity here, and I think the smart play here is if you don't have it, play safe.
I actually prefer the safety. I think your odds are better
Yeah,
playing the safe.
because where he has to hit the 3 ball and hit the 5, he's got to hit that 3 ball so thin.
So
and
what
then
do you
back cut the 5?
what do you do here if you're playing the safe? I'm actually
You could
thinking
just roll up and, well, he took away the combo.
I would have almost like just thin hit the 3, come off the side rail, and opened up the 5-9 to take away that combo.
Yeah, yeah. And he could have, like with the spin, he probably could have got behind the 5 into the 8 or the 9 ball. But I think he's tried to like disrupt it a little bit. But I think if you get onto this side of the 5 ball, you could still make the carom. So, but Jonathan doesn't have a shot here, so I think he's playing a safety. Use that 7 ball, and he hit that perfect. You know,
Might have the edge of that 3.
he may have the edge, and he might be able to play a little masse, but, you know, it's just going to be kind of like a little safety back here, but look at this. It's a clever shot. Kind of puts him in the same position, so, you know, you're going to see Jonathan play another safety here.
Does the 3 pass the 4? It might, you know.
From my angle, I don't think so, but you could be right.
I guess not.
But he's using the 7 here. That's a big 7, so we may see Kyle go airborne here. And the thing is that you kind of just go for where the 5 is, and maybe you get a little lucky. He's going for the kick shot.
He didn't miss that by much, but he did miss it.
I'm actually quite surprised. Kyle's a good jumper. So I thought he could have just tried to jump that, try to get it down table, and maybe get lucky. I mean, it was, I think percentage-wise, it was a little bit easier to kind of play this jump shot bank than trying to kick it. Because we may see Jonathan play like a 5-9 carom here.
Not the easiest of caroms. You gotta have to thin that 5.
Yeah, I mean, he could just get like middle table, and it's pretty easy. Even if he's like where the 8 ball isn't too bad. But the same thing, you don't want to get below the 5 ball. So anywhere in between the 7 and 8 ball, I think is the best. But this is from our seat. From that seat's a little bit different.
The angle's a little bit different for sure.
Yeah, see. Yeah, and I don't think he has any issues here. The only problem is if he hits the 5 a little thick, he could move that 9 ball just a touch, but I mean, just like that. I was going to say, if he hits it thick, then he pushes that 5. So, good news, Kyle's at the table. Bad news, he's got a 8-foot shot. Oh.
Okay,
And like I said, with those, like
not worse.
if he misses that, here he's behind that 9 ball and 6 ball, and his safety looks great.
Thin cut, safety,
I think he goes for the safety.
bank.
I think it's a little bit smarter shot. Play the bank corner, and then at least if you miss, you can kind of, oh, he can actually see more of it for the corner. Well, Kyle.
Kyle
here's your
needs to
chance,
capitalize
buddy.
here.
Yeah, I thought he might have been too below the 5 to cut it in. And so if he banked it, the cue ball would be coming down table, and if he misses it, he still leaves the hook behind the 6-9.
Well, how well did that work?
It's a nice little shot by Kyle, and
Some distance here, though.
he's got distance, but he's going to roll this nice and easy, so I think it makes the shot a little easier. He's not pounding it in. So if he hits that a little firm, he probably rattles it, but... And here, he's just like middle ball with a little right siding. And then your money.
Good angle here for a draw.
Yeah, you just want to watch your speed because you don't want to end up on top of the 9 ball.
What did you say? What did you say?
Now,
You jinxed him. It's all you. It's all you tonight.
I mean, I'm just calling it. Like if he doesn't watch his speed, you know, this is what's going to happen. So you got to really commit to either or, right? Hit a little firm or hit a little softer. Don't scratch.
Uh-oh. Oh, he's all right. He's all right. I thought he was going to gift another one.
Yep. No, it's going to be a little dangerous here. So does Samson go for the bank, or does he play a little one-rail safety here? Let's see how confident he feels. Yeah, he's just playing the one-rail safety, but that was not... The weight was really... It was a tough angle from that side. And so there's a way you can make that go more middle table, but I'm not saying that. I'm not giving away secrets. So we got a little game here.
One back for Kyle. Only a 2-game split here.
So is it alternate break?
It is alternate break.
Okay.
Yes.
I did not pay attention last match, so I did not know.
If you are just tuning in, this is the 6th annual one-time Barry Hooey Memorial Tournament. Barry, also known as Captain Calgary. This event here is a $10,000 event, $10,000 added event. Sorry.
Is that 10,000? Like, does it look 3D to you? It looks like it's popping out of the screen.
No, I think that's maybe just you. Have you eaten today?
I just had like a pickle.
You did just have a pickle.
Well, it was deep fried pickle.
A deep fried pickle was delicious.
Oh.
Dry break?
No,
Did you get one?
he made the wing ball.
Okay.
But he almost scratched in the side. But the one
You can see the one.
It was getting bullied down table. The 5 and 7 were kind of like, get over here, come here, come here. So we should see a fairly easy safety here by Jonathan.
Oh, he
And
double
you
kissed
know,
it.
these guys, they keep hitting that off, and they keep double hitting it. And that's one of the tricky shots about playing that one rail, because that's like a snooker shot. So these guys are not playing the best of those little one railers, that's for sure. Something they may need to go back and work on, because that shot is super important. So Kyle
Nice
just
little
wants to
tick
get this
there.
down table by the 9 ball and leave some good distance, leaving Jonathan a little one rail kick. And if he hits this good, like solid, then he'll bank that 1 in between the 5 ball and the 7 and keep the cue ball down table. He actually hammered that.
A little kick and stick.
I would have
that
hit that.
was.
I would have hit that a little softer, and he would have been hooked solid. So now Kyle has an opportunity here. You just got to be wary about that 3 ball.
He's good.
He hit that
Nice shot there.
perfect. I think the 4 ball is down in the middle at the very top table, so getting onto the 4 ball is going to be a little tough for Mr. Ashmore.
The 3 to the 4,
3
yeah.
to the 4, yeah. Because if you stun this, you got to watch your angle, and if you draw back, you can't exactly play it into the side, so he's going to have to draw back and hopefully play top corner and slide
Did
over.
he come back too far?
No, he needed to come back a little further. because I don't know if it passes the 7 ball. If it does, then yeah, he might have drawn back a little too far. But now you know, don't scratch in the side pocket. But you know, he's got the cue ball going the right way. But if you place this in the corner, that side pocket is pretty big. So you might have to just punch this in.
Oh, he made that nice.
Nice shot.
That was a good stroke.
Yeah, very nice shot. Good decision making there by Kyle. I think he could have played that a little firmer and got above that, you know, just played 2 rails. He would have had a little bit easier 5 ball, and then he wouldn't be shooting over the 8 ball on the 7. But middle ball, 1 rail, nice and easy. And Kyle's coming back. A little comeback by Mr. Ashmore. And that kind of just stemmed there from, you know, like a poor safety. Now, does he get out the rake or does he get the extension out?
Yeah, I think he's stretching. Is he stretching?
This is the hard part when you're right-handed. So when I play shape, I try to get to the other side of the table because I'm right-handed. But if you end up like this, I mean, you're going to have to, don't scratch.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Yeah, boy.
Oh, boy, that was close.
Yeah.
Gets another one back, though. Only 1 game in between these two.
And it's just little mistakes they're making. They're not like crazy mistakes. Yes, it is a party in here, Mr. Francis. We're kind of like the bad kids when we're thrown into detention.
That's right. Just throw this one up one more time here. If you're just tuning in, you're watching the Barry Hooey Memorial Tournament. This tournament here is 96 players. We filled up just within a couple of days. Race to 9 on the A side, on the 9 foots.
I gotta leave. I'm up on table 17. Yeah.
Good luck. Good luck.
Thank you. Enjoy the stream, everybody, and I'll be back.
Sounds good.
Can you turn my mic off?
Can. I'm clearing the wrong screen here. Sorry, guys. We just missed that break. There's too many things going on here. Too many things. So sorry, this tournament here is A side on the 9 foots, playing 9 ball. B side is going to be on the 7 foot tables on the other side of the room, playing 8 ball. Does a couple of things for us. It speeds up the event. Not so long a waits in between your matches. Playing on 18 tables all combined. We've got 10 9 foots and 8 7 foots. Kyle, just perfect weight on that 2 ball, just enough gravity to pull it in. But it also brings in another element too, where the players have to kind of switch gears going from the A side to the B side. Normally the players that are favored on the 9 foots are not the favorites on the 7 foots and vice versa. Oh no. Made a nice back cut on the 3, scratches in the side. Thanks, Joey. How come you're not down here watching? I'm surprised to not see you in the room here. So I like how this table is looking for Jonathan. Everything is wide open for the last 5 balls. Kyle was making a little bit of a comeback, and that scratch in the side might cost him a game. He was on the right track, getting back to even. I feel like Jonathan is not going to let this one go. Good prize pool for this event. $10,000 added. It was $120 per entry. $20 went to green fees for the venue. Oh, I think I gave the point to The wrong person there, sorry. 5-3 for Jonathan. Like I said, I think the prize pool or the prize payouts are listed in Digital Pool. If you guys are watching the live bracket, Digital Pool is where you will find it. Just do a search for Leather Pocket or 6th Annual under the tournaments at the top there, and the bracket should come up, and you guys can watch the brackets as they progress. We would appreciate it if you guys shared the stream for us. We're going to be here all weekend. I believe the idea for tonight is we're going to get through the first bracket. So 32 matches we're going to try and get through tonight. Those players that had the bye will play first thing tomorrow morning. I believe we're starting at 10:30 Mountain Standard Time tomorrow. So there's going to be lots of great pool to watch all weekend. If you're in the area, I would urge you guys to come down and hang out. There's some great people in the room. Lots of great matches to watch live. Come down and support the pool room. We would appreciate it. If not, share the stream. That is one way you can help support. Bring up some visibility for the pool room and for the streamers as well. Might be a little tricky getting on this 2-ball here. Jonathan's going to opt to play the safety, which worked out pretty darn good. Kyle's just going to opt to leave it tough for Jonathan. That was a nice shot. Good distance shot. Doesn't leave a shot, but he's going to let Kyle see this 1-ball. Not too much to hide behind, so we'll see what Kyle does here. Maybe if you just hit the 1-ball off the bottom rail and use that 9 as a shield. No, he's just going for it. Use the 2-5. Almost, not a terrible idea. Not sure if the 2-ball passes that. I believe that's the 2-5 locked up in the top left there. I'm not sure if that 2-ball sneaks by there. We'll see. Scotty is saying he's experiencing low audio. It should be good, Scotty. From our readings here, it sounds like it's pretty decent. Brian Harder on YouTube is asking if Steven is playing. If you're asking about the Steven Holem, he is playing. Steven is at the top of the Fargo pool, rated the highest rated player in the event at 766. Following up second is our very own Ben Francis at 757. Third is Joe Spence, 744. Brady Golan at 732. Eric Vargas, 732. Rob Phillips, 723. Stan Taranjo, 723. Aaron Arganoza, 719. Russ Whittle, 716. Brian Butler, 708. Edwin Montel, 707. Randy Baggett, 706. Stu McTaggart, 702. And Carlos Barbosa, 701. Those are your 14 players over 700 in this event. There are some beasts in the room this weekend. Overall, we had 22 players over 680. So as we go deeper and deeper into the event, there's going to be some great matches coming up. Yeah, Scotty, I think everybody is saying the audio is good, so you might want to shut it down and come back in. Unplug it and plug it back in. That might be the trick. Jonathan almost hit that too good. Sucked it right back to the rail. Always makes it a little bit more difficult. Poses no problem for him. He's going to go up to a 6-3 lead. Give another shout out to our friend Nick here at Nick's Q Innovation. Follow his Facebook page. Nick is our local cue repair guy and the best in the biz. Does some great, great work. Takes a ton of pride in his work. Affordable prices. Quick turnaround time. He will also do your cues if you are out of the Calgary area as well. A lot of people ship their cues to him. Ships it back, I would normally say within a week, depending on how busy his workload is, but his turnaround time is pretty darn quick. But I know a lot of people that that ship their equipment to him. He's just that good. Yeah, Brian says audio is good on YouTube too. Thank you, everyone. You can find the draw on Digital Pool. I've pinned it to the bottom of the Facebook chat. Just do a search for a leather pocket in Digital Pool under tournaments at the top. I like the way this table is looking here. Everything is pretty open except for the 5-8 combination, possibly, unless he can get to the short side of that 5. Looks like he's playing for the combination. Didn't want to be up and over this 9 ball. Unlike myself, he can sit on the table. I cannot do that. My legs are way too short. Brian has switched over to Facebook, admiring his 5-year badge. Thank you, Brian. We appreciate all of our viewers. Just recently, we made it over 50,000 followers for Q Sports Live, so appreciate that, you guys. Keep sharing. Let's try and get it up over 60,000. That would be amazing. Another 9 ball here for Jonathan for the win. Oh, was that me? That might have been me. Sorry, Jonathan. I called it before he hit the ball. That was my fault. My fault. I should know better. Good news for Kyle, though. He gets another shot at this table. Not the easiest, but could be worse on this 9. Easy breezy. Kyle's going to make it down 2 only now. Can turn this game around. There is Mr. Barry Hooey, sitting in the front row, sitting on the glass of the corner of the hockey game. He had a fantastic time that night. It was a good time had by all. Nothing like sitting on the corner glass of a hockey game. You will not experience anything like it. Those bodies come into that glass so hard and so fast. Completely different experience. Jonathan gets 1 ball down. Looks like it was the 4 ball that dropped. Everything is nice and wide open here. Tough opener though. And he is going to get very fortunate. He had great shape on the 2 though. A little bit of a 2-way. That is a huge 8 ball. I wonder if Kyle is going to jump this. Kyle's a pretty decent jumper. And that 1 ball is a hanger. I think the jump is easier than the kick, that is for sure. He's looking at the kick. Wow. Great shot. And take a look at this sleeve. Fantastic shot, Kyle. Brian says he's been here pretty much since the beginning when it was just Ryan and Grant. Well, if you were here at the beginning, it would have been myself and Ryan. That was the very beginning. The beginning of the beginning. It was actually just Ryan, and then it was me and Ryan. And then it was Ryan and Grant. But that was pretty close. Pretty close to the beginning, Brian. We'll see if Kyle can hold it together here. A few more balls. Get this within 1. Nice natural angle, come back out for the 9. And we're within 1. We got a match here, folks. Leonard is asking if we are in Alberta, and you are right on the money, Leonard. Leather Pocket here in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Leather Pocket, one of the most popular pool halls here in Calgary. We are very blessed to have many great pool halls here. Leather Pocket, kind of like your traditional pool hall. Hidden Spot, just a few minutes east of here, like within 10 minutes. They have all diamond tables as well. They've got 8 7-foots and 8 9-foots. They also have a full-on arcade, a ton of pinball machines, and they have Pinball League in there if you guys are interested in that. Very nice place. We have another pool hall that just opened in High River, about 45 minutes from City Center. I guess 40 minutes from City Center, on the south end, on the way out of town. That is Sticks and Bones. Great people own that one as well. They've got 8 9-foots and 8 7-foots, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong, but they also have an arcade and dartboards, and they've got a nice huge bar. They have a VR section as well, and a huge place, tons of room. Can we just make an early 9 there? I believe so. Does that make it 6-6? Guys, I just took my eyes off the camera for a second. That was an early 9, I believe, for Kyle. Are we tie game? We also have Top Shots up in Edmonton. A great room. Beautiful setup. Brian, I believe, has, I want to say, 16 racket tables. He has some big events up there, the Wild Rose in Alberta, which is handicapped, and they've been running that handicap for a lot of years. So the players that play in that event are properly handicapped, but that brings in a ton of players as well. But that is a beautiful room. Great food, great room, lots of room and tables for spectators. That's probably the best room, I would say, in Alberta for spectating. But he's got a few snooker tables. One of them is heated even, ping pong, but a great menu as well. Jason says, we are tied. Thank you, sir. Looks like Leonard has been to Top Shots. Love Top Shots, those white tables. They are snazzy. Brian is actually here. He's playing in this event. So Mr. Brian Butler. Brian Butler, I would be interested to see where he lands. Brian Butler is 10th ranked for Fargo Rate in this tournament. He is number 10. 14 players over 700. This tournament is a beast. There is no easy draws here. Jason is asking, what is the purpose of a heated snooker table? I am not a snooker table, Jason, but from what I understand, the heated slate, like it heats up from underneath, and it just keeps the balls rolling a little bit faster and a little bit straighter. But it's one of those luxury, bougie, heated tables. The snooker players love playing on it. I don't know if there's somebody in the chat that can correct me if I'm wrong. That would be amazing. I'm not well versed in snooker. I just know that the players love it. If you guys are in the Edmonton area, I would highly recommend you check it out. Even if you're just passing through, it is a great pit stop to make. Jonathan got a little fortunate there. I think that cue ball just hung in that, he hit it just perfect, just to go a couple of rails and hang in that pocket. Difficult shot for Kyle here. It's never easy shooting out of a pocket. Oh no. Kyle hit that just perfect. Scratching that top corner. Kicked the 3 ball just perfect, and it slid all the way to that top right. Leonard was also asking, who was Barry? Sorry, I just missed that comment. Barry was one of our beloved captains here in the Calgary area. We called him Captain Calgary. But if you were listening while Johnny was here commentating with me earlier, Barry was just one of those captains, like you were either on his right side or his wrong side, and he just called a spade a spade. He was a straight shooter, zero filter, but he ended up with the best intentions and the biggest heart, just taking in a bunch of pool-loving, I'm going to call them kids because they were probably more kids at the time, Joe and Steven and Johnny, that just, didn't have a designated team, but he saw the potential in them, and he just picked them up and he groomed them, and he put a team together, made sure that these guys had traveling expenses and put them into tournaments and kind of really took them under his wing, and he created like a dream team. If you know Barry's team and followed them at all for any length of time, you would know that they have so many accolades under them. They have won so many tournaments. Just naturally talented bunch of guys, and because they had such a strong bond together, they've just become like best friends. And you can't say that about a whole lot of pool teams, but they have taken down some monsters and have, I think they hold the record at Viognier. They've won the four-peat in the Masters. So taken down some monster teams in Vegas, and have just ended up like family. So in honor of Barry, who was very well known in our Calgary area, we hold this event, and it's been 6 years. This is the 6th annual Barry Hooey Memorial Tournament. And the reason why we call it the one time is because that was his saying. Just one time, you would go for a bank or, a 3-rail shot in the 25th game. He'd be like, come on, guys, one time, one time. He was great, and I think that he would be very proud to see the turnout that comes out for his event every year. It's just getting bigger and bigger, and we are lucky enough to have a pool hall like Leather Pocket that puts so much into the game. If you followed us for any amount of time, you would know that Leather Pocket puts on a free Christmas dinner every year. They are open 365 days of the year, even on Christmas and New Year's. And just some of the patrons here and the staff at Leather Pocket put on a free dinner every Christmas. And they'll deep fry some turkeys and put on this big smorgasbord for anybody who wants to come out and hang and play pool on Christmas Eve. So we're very lucky to have a pool place like Leather Pocket that invests so much into the players. And I honestly think that that's also why the Calgary pool community is so tight. We have a very tight pool community here. Follow each other around. We're all like family when we're all in the same room. I would say that for all Alberta players, actually. We're pretty close. Jonathan hung that 2-ball. He's going to let Kyle back at the table. Everything is wide open here. Tough cut on this 3, but it's makeable. Well, there you go. Brian with the answer on the heated slate for the snooker tables. Cloth is always smoother, and you can play more delicate shots, it looks like. Leonard says Canadian CBSA coming up. I don't see Grant on the list. The only West player I see on there is over 700 is Holem. Yeah, Grant is a bar box player. And I think that he would fully admit that. We are trying to spend more time on the 9-foot. We'll see how that goes. But we'll work our way up. I know ideally it's easier to go, learning on a 9-foot and then moving to a 7-foot, but that's just not how it worked out. So we're going from a 7-foot to a 9-foot, and we're going to try and put more time in there. Maybe eventually you'll see him on a snooker table or a CBSA event on a 9-foot, but for now, he'll claim himself as more of a bar box player. You don't see his name on the list because he actually was on the list, but unfortunately had to drop out last minute. He is in Michigan on the road. That was a last minute trip. Jason's asking if is Ben Francis around there. Ben Francis is the GM of the Leather Pocket. He is the general manager. And Ben Francis, just fun fact, he's number 2 on the Fargo rated list for this event, following Steven. So Ben and Steven, top 2 Fargo rated players of this event. Maddie on YouTube is asking if there's any women in the event, and there are. Let me just take a quick count. I think there's like a handful, maybe 5 or 6, I want to say. Just looking at the players list here. So Joanne Ashton, oh sorry, maybe more than that, because Bev and Joanne entered last minute. So Bev and Joanne plays on the WPBA Pro Tour. Tony Sakamoto is local to Calgary. Tony's a 598. Then we have Tasha Thomas at a 553, plays fantastic. She plays VNEA Masters as well. Lan Fong, Susie Dickstein, and Michelle Bagaris. So how many is that? Michelle, Susie, Lan, Tasha, Tony, Bev, and Joanne. That's 7. 7 women in this event. Blaine is asking if they got rid of the Predator table. They sure did. They got rid of the Predator table just because it didn't match. They wanted tables to match. And they got rid of the one Valley table that was over by the door there. And they got 2 more 9-foots. So we are up to 10 9-foots at Leather Pocket, which is going to help at big events like this. Should shave a couple of hours off. Jonathan on the 9-ball here. Nice cut. Jonathan's going to make it on the hill first. But with only 2 behind, Kyle is not going to go easy. Jonathan definitely wants to seal the deal here, not let Kyle see the table. Bill Askin on YouTube says the heated table keeps the moisture out of the cloth so you get quicker, better rolls. That makes a ton of sense, Bill. Thank you. And Maddie's asking who the next match is up on the stream. There is no way to tell. Because we're using Digital Pool, it'll automatically assign the next match. Just whoever happens to be the next matchup, it will automatically assign. If you follow the Digital Pool draw, you should be able to take an educated guess, but I don't know who that is at the moment. Depends if this, last game or last few games, takes 5 minutes or 20 minutes. It will just depend. Great break there. Is he going to get a look at the 2? No, that was a great break. But that is going to be a tough opener. We'll see what Jonathan opts to do here. I don't know. That 2-ball rolled up pretty slow on that rail, so I don't know if it's frozen. I feel like there's a push out coming here, maybe a safety. I feel like if he just thins that 2, he could roll up behind the 8. He's going to go the long way. Push out. Push out. And I think Kyle can see the 2-ball to make it. I don't know if that was a smart shot by Jonathan there, to be honest. it worked out okay. Oh, I think that's the 4th scratch Kyle has had in this match. He's just not getting the rolls. So I think Jonathan got lucky there. That 2 ball was tough, but it was makeable. I think that he could have played something a little bit safer if he was going to play the push out. Leonard grew up on the bar box in Alberta and been in Ontario 25 years now. It's all 9-footers here. 7-foot bar box corners are much looser, especially bar box. Yeah, and I think the argument can be made both ways, Leonard. I feel like bar box is equally as difficult because the skill level switches to cue ball placement. And you have to be able to control your cue ball a lot better on a 7-foot than you do a 9-foot because you have huge windows on a 9-foot. You got so much space. You just got to pot the ball, plan to go your 1 rail, 2 rails, 3 rails, or whatever, but you can usually land within a 2-3 foot space. Your stroke has definitely got to be better, things like that. But on a bar box, there's so much more congestion, and you have to be able to control the cue ball a little bit better. So equally hard. I mean, the pockets are the same, shorter distance. But I think it's definitely easier to go from a 9-foot game to a 7-foot game versus learning on a 7-foot and then trying to pick up the 9-foot. Oh, Jonathan just got lucky and made the 9 ball by accident. That's twice. He got one early. I think Kyle was up 1-0, and then Jonathan got fluked an early 9 to get 1-1. So that's 2 lucky 9 balls Jonathan just got in this match to take this down. Blaine is saying they should totally put Sean McKay and Brian Butler on the next match for the stream. I'll see what I can do. I will go and request, but I think Digital Pool just automatically assigns the next match. That just happened, Leonard. But that's the game of 9 ball. It happens. Guys, I think I'm going to do another quick shutdown here. I'm going to figure out who we've got coming up next. And we will be back shortly with the 3rd stream of the night. Don't go far. We'll be right back.